Hey y'all, so I guess this is an explanation as to where I have been for a whole year. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna keep it short and simple. So last February, I got a call from our little landlord lady, I mean whatever you want to call her, renter person, the lady in the office. I got a call from her stating that, oh, I see you guys have a pet. Yeah, okay, we have a pet. We've been paying for it, and we've had him since we moved there, and we had been living there since February of 2018. And I think she called around like April, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she called like around April, and I was on my way to work. I mean, I was at work, but I had to go to the bank for where I was working at or whatever to deposit the money. Yeah, she called me and she was just like, hey, I see y'all have a dog. I was like, yeah. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I wonder what is it. I know he didn't get out, because whenever we were gone, we would just leave him in the garage, like in his cage with water and stuff like that. See, y'all have a dog? And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, it's a pit bull. I was like, yeah. And we told the people in the beginning, because she wasn't there when we first moved there. So we told the people in the beginning. Okay, so y'all gotta forgive me on this part, because I was forgetting what to say, just because I was trying to do orders also like at the same time, and this was like early in the morning, early enough for me. The older people about him and what type of dog and stuff he was, you know, they didn't have a problem, because we even took him in the office several times. So nobody ever said anything until this wench came. So like, pit bulls are not allowed and whatever. Basically you guys got to move out. I hate to do this, but you guys have to move out. You hate to do this live, for one, because if you didn't want to do it, you wouldn't have did it. Especially all the other people who stay around there, and they have either a pit bull full breed in the next building right beside us, and he had an aggressive pit bull. And he even told my husband like, hey, yeah, my dog is aggressive or whatever, because we'll take King on walks and stuff like that. But he was like, yeah, oh, I'm looking at the computer because I'm working also, because he was walking his dog at the same time, but he will only walk his later on in the daytime, because I guess he already knew exactly how his dog. Fast forward back to the phone call. So she was like, yeah, I see he's a pit bull. You're not supposed to have pit bulls and stuff, whatever. So the lady also told us that if we even got rid of him, that still wouldn't allow us to stay there either, just because of the simple fact that we broke a rule in the lease or whatever. But I mean, we didn't really care, but at the same time, it's just kind of like, why ain't you ain't want us there? What do we need to do? She was just like, well, we're basically telling you that you won't be able to renew your lease. And at this time, to be honest, we were already over the apartment, because for one, it was too small. Well, townhouse, because it was too small, 1 bedroom, 726 square feet. We were kind of looking for something anyway, but that kind of put us to push forward towards like something that we really wanted, even though we wasn't really ready to make that step, that big move or whatever you want to call it. We weren't really ready to do that. We had not learned everything about it, which is basically a house. We haven't learned anything about it. We don't know even the first step on what to do, other than you need to have some good credit, you need to have some money, you know, all that or whatever. You need to move, you have to move out at the end of your lease. It won't affect you, which basically it won't be on our lease, on our background as like we got evicted or anything like that, because technically she evicted us, but she didn't evict us. Our lease was supposed to be up like in December or November, something like that. I don't know. Can't really remember, because this was so long. This was like a year ago. Fast forward on down the line or whatever. So October, we started packing. We went out. We were just looking for houses, because we just was like wanted to talk to somebody so we can make sure, see what all we need, and you know, the whole process basically. And we was just trying to see everything we need as far as like what's the next step on trying to find a house, because to be honest, we really did not want to live in another apartment, townhouse or whatever, because for one, it's just too tiny, and then for two, you're paying too much for nothing. When we first moved there, this is the only apartment complex in the city that we was living in. When we first moved there, rent was like $726, probably about $8 something after all the water and other stuff that they took out. So we had been staying there since February 2018 or whatever, and we were paying $726. By the time we left, we was paying $1,200. That don't really matter or whatever, but it was getting too expensive to the point where it's just kind of like, okay, well, we're not getting anything else. We were just out one Sunday, just looking, because we had already planned. We was like, okay, well, let's just go ahead, because we, as a matter of fact, we had went ahead and started looking for apartments. Like, the lady called or whatever. It was like 2 months after that. Still pretty lost about the whole house thing. So we was just like, let's just see what these other people say and stuff like that. To be honest, we wouldn't even go tell them that we had a pit bull dog. At that point, I didn't really care. It's just like, I don't know. I wasn't finna be wrecking my brain about it, for one. So pretty much almost every apartment complex out here in Texas, I guess, I don't know, whatever, but specifically the one we were staying in, and then the other ones that we checked on, which I didn't really even like them apartments anyway, but whatever. The ones that we had checked on, you're not allowed to have pit bulls. Like I said, we wouldn't even go tell them, because at that point I didn't care. I was just like, whatever, we just need something for a few months, because we was just going to do something like month to month. We ran up on these people or whatever. There was basically like a building company, and they specialize basically in first-time home buyers. So, because originally we was looking for somebody who we really did not want to go with, and we were just trying to like hear them out. Basically, they were very helpful in the beginning, and through the whole process was pretty stressful, for one. So the whole process was stressful, especially when you didn't know anything, and along with like all this other stuff that's going on. Basically paid our severance money to have a house built, and that's what we did. We paid our severance money, have a house built. You needed $1,000, so we just went ahead and paid it that day. So in the midst of all of that, he basically told us, like the little credit man, he basically told us what we need to do in order to own this house in February. I think I have footage of that. If I'm not mistaken, I will insert all this or whatever. But if not, I mean, y'all hear the story. Basically, our house was supposed to be ready in January, but it wasn't technically ready until February. We lived in a hotel for a little minute, but not saying that we had to live in a hotel. We had family members that we could live with, but we chose to live in a hotel just to keep our own privacy and their privacy and stuff like that. But it was like, it wouldn't have been a big deal if we would have had to live with them. All that being said, yeah, we bought a house, and that's where we're living at now. Insert the video, upload the video on here, so y'all can basically see the whole process, because we were able to come out here whenever we wanted to see the house and see like the progress that they have towards it and stuff like that. So we were able to do that, that was pretty exciting, seeing every step of the way, and then actually moving in. So as a matter of fact, I am going to upload that video. It's just basically a video showing everything and each step. And then up until, I think, the day we had to go sign papers and stuff like that. Closing day. Y'all can watch that video if it's not out already. Yeah, pretty exciting. It sucks that we had to leave in a rush, the apartment in a rush or whatever, because we technically were not ready. All because of this woman. I already knew something fishy was going to be happening, because our old maintenance guys, they were gone, and all the ones we were cool with, they were gone, which pretty much we were cool with everybody. They were gone, and then only one who was left was this Hispanic guy or whatever, which he was still pretty cool at the end. And then they charged us $300 extra after we moved out. Talking about because it was holes in the wall. For one, yeah, we did put holes in the wall because we had pictures taken up, but we filled them in, and then she was like, oh, it's going to require some Kills crap or whatever, paint, whatever it is. It's like, y'all just lying at this point. But you know what? I don't even care, because we're leaving. So that's pretty much my story. A whole year I've been that whole year last year, I was just basically not feeling myself, because when the apartment was too little, I couldn't really record how I wanted to anymore. Videos were just not how I wanted to. Everything was just it was just like not going the right way. Process was pretty on a scale to 1 to 10, it was probably about a 6 or 7. But yeah, we were just like counting down the days into closing day, because That's how it was. It was just like, I'm ready to get this over with. And after all that fiasco or whatever, I do not like moving. I do not like moving. I used to love moving and like the whole process and stuff, but when you basically forced out of your apartment, you don't like to move, because it's kind of like, this price of this house was not where we want to be either. Houses in Texas are very expensive. So if you're looking for a house or whatever, at this point, I don't know what to tell you. That's it with that video. I just want to really make a video explaining myself, tell y'all everything that's been happening, but your girl is bad. Oh yeah, and I did change my channel name to Just Sam. I feel like everybody know everything about makeup and eyebrows and everything now, but of course I might have a video every now and then about that, but strictly my channel was for just like beauty and stuff like that. Now it's for pretty much like a lifestyle and vlog type. I hope y'all enjoy everything that I have coming. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You know, all my videos are hidden. Let me get to making these orders so I can go ahead and go to the post office and get my day started. It is currently 10 o'clock. So if y'all watch this full video all the way through, go watch the vlog video, because that's what's coming. I'll see y'all later.
And wash me over until my way.